Alright, so as you can see from my first video, I got off of the couch. Long story short, I decided to cook. It started getting darker because, witchcraft, daylight savings time, whatever you choose to believe. And I waited too late. It's darker. It's terrible lighting. So I had to move from off the couch, which was amazing lighting, to somewhere else. Because I don't have shop lights or fill lights, as we like to call them. Because I'm too cheap to get that right now. I can't afford that anyway. But the whole point in this video here, my very first one, is about following your dreams. And that's something that I noticed that a lot of people don't do nowadays. A lot of people get into this idea of conformity, doing what other people deem is like the right thing to do or what you should be doing and stuff like that. And I feel like it really takes away from happiness, passion, creativity, and stuff like that. People aren't necessarily doing what it is they love anymore. They're doing what works because it pays the bills, and that's completely understandable. But you can do what you love and still make a living at the same time. Hell, you can work a regular job and still do what you love on the side. Or with this day and age with social media, you can do what you love and find a way for it to provide you with financial stability. So it just takes a little bit more research in finding what you're good at and finding a market for it. Hell, there's YouTube. There's an audience for everything. You can be, a Cambodian knife flipper who also, roast pigs on the side. Or whatever. I don't know. It didn't make any sense. But I said it and I went with it, and I want you guys to go with me there. All right? But what I'm saying is there's going to be somebody who's going to watch your videos. All right? Somebody. But the thing with that is, for me personally, I'm one of those people who was doing the same thing, working a job just to pay bills, even though it's not necessarily something that I really like to do. Like I said, I'm passionate about videos, photography, graphic design, art, making people, entertaining people, making people laugh, making people feel good. That's the type of stuff I like to do. And this is something that I'm really passionate about. And that's what I really want to get into. I've been applying for jobs and stuff just to have money on the table and stuff. And it's not necessarily things that I like. It's just something that I need and it's a necessity and stuff like that. But I'm also going back to doing what it is I love to do, and that's this. And I'm not completely just straying away from what I like. You know what I'm saying? I'm still finding the time. And sometimes you just got to have that push, I had, excuse me, it's the weather, man. I'm clearing my throat a lot. So I had a friend of mine recently who just randomly just came up to me and was like, yo, you know what, Marcus, man? I'm real proud of you. And I was like, proud of me? What? I haven't done anything. It's like, man, nah, because, you have a really good heart, man. You always try, and no matter how things go, you always seem positive. And, I try to seem positive, but that's not necessarily how I'm always feeling. And that friend doesn't know that just that little bit of encouragement and those few words really meant a lot to me. And it made it just seem all worthwhile. I don't know where this train is going. I don't know where this ride stops, but eventually where I do get off, I feel like it's going to be somewhere where I want to be. And that's just with anything. Like when you're applying for jobs, like say you go to college, or you don't go to college. You're applying for jobs. You want these opportunities. You try to get this degree, and a degree is just like a high school diploma nowadays. I've got one, and I still jobs aren't necessarily knocking at my door. And I have a communications degree, public relations and media and broadcasting, which is a really competitive market. So it's kind of hard. They're there, the jobs are there, But you got to travel for them. You really got to travel for them. And I'm interested in doing that, but there's other people interested in doing that too. So they're not just handing them out left and right. So, but the thing is, you got to keep pushing. Is like if there's something that you want to do, just go for it. Draw out a plan, create a visual for it, something that you can see. Because if you put it on a wall and you put it on your fridge, or put it on the wall next to your bathroom door, or put it on your door going outside before you leave out the door every day, and you see it. It's something. It's a constant reminder. It's a visual aid. It's something that's constantly in the back of your conscience telling you, hey, look, this is your goal, and you're gonna think about it a lot, and you're gonna wanna visualize it, and when you visualize it, you're gonna turn that visual representation into a reality. You're gonna do more things that kind of get you in the direction of where you're trying to go. It's not just something that you think about sometimes, daydreaming like, oh man, I really wanna go work out and go to the gym sometimes, yada yada yada. But you see it on your door when you walk out in the morning. It's like, you put something on your door and say, hey, look, be a better you tomorrow. Get in that gym, earn those 3 miles, or something like that. 2 miles today, 3 miles tomorrow. And you're like, oh, yeah, 2 miles a day, 3 miles tomorrow. Next thing you know, you're running 5 miles at the end of the month. Something like that. Or next thing you know, you're running in a marathon. Same thing with anything else. So, like, say you want to be an actor, or say you want to be a painter, or whatever. You just feel like, oh, I don't have the time. I'm so busy, this, that, and the third. But there's time. I mean, because sometimes you just don't feel like it, or you're just not in the mood, or you're down. The thing is that little bit of encouragement that you set on your door for you to see, for your visual aid, because there's not always going to be somebody that's there to pick you up or encourage you, but you can do it for yourself. And I get it. It's like it's hard to encourage yourself, but if you just find something, some kind of way, like I said, just a visual representation to kind of like pick you up and put you in the mood, it can go a long way. Being able to really motivate yourself is like a huge factor in being happy. You got to be motivated to be happy. It is what it is. You can't it's not a switch that you can just turn off and on. I'm happy today, or I'm kind of down tomorrow, or you just got to be motivated, and you gotta constantly think, you know what? Why not me? Or I can too. Or you know what? It didn't happen right now, but it will happen. You don't think like, oh, well, maybe it ain't for me. It can be for you if you wanted to. And I know it sounds nice with me saying it. Trust me, I'm the same way. I'm that guy who encourages other people. When it comes to myself, it's hard to encourage myself, and I feel like, well, whatever. But it takes time. Nothing is an overnight process. Progress is a slow process. 50 Cent said that one time on the song. He was like, process is in a slow process. I'm a PMP, whatever. Anyways, but progress is a slow process, and it takes time. It does. And look at it like this. When it does work out for you, it's going to feel so much better because of everything that went into it, everything that got behind it, everything you went through just to even get to this point. It's going to feel so much better. And that's all it takes, just a little bit of words of encouragement. Try boosting up your friends, because you never know what they might be going through. Just something simple as you telling them like, hey man, I'm proud of you, or hey, you know what? You're going to get it. And then all of a sudden, you might have just changed somebody's complete outlook on their life. You know what I'm saying? And then and it's going to come full circle, and somebody's going to do the same thing for you. And you feeling down about that job you didn't get, or that, or that test that you've been stressed out about, or, anything like that. And just those words of encouragement could really do a whole lot, so you can get that much closer to where it is you want to be. I mean, I say all of this to really say, continue to push forward, because I've been there, and I'm still there, and it's an ongoing battle with me every day. But just keep pushing. I promise it's gonna happen for you. It just takes a minute. I can't tell you it's gonna happen right now, today, tomorrow, next week. Hell, it can happen in 2 years, but it happens. Doesn't matter when, as long as it happens. Peace out.